Hello and welcome back to my Let's Play of Trials of Cobble Steel. This is Wishblend reporting in from sunny Celdic, the market town. It's a bond day, so we're going to be doing loads of bonds. This might be a long episode, probably go to an hour or just over. Let's go through like the quest missions and the bonding and talk to everybody else. So, just so you're aware from the get-go. Okay, first things first. Let's talk to our guys. Just look at that windmill off in the distance. Amazing, aren't they? Wonder what other people would think of harnessing the wind's blessings like that. Perhaps the wind's the reason this market merchants are as resilient as they are. You see, he's pretty interested in Celdic's windmills. Yeah, let's spend some time. Now that you mention it, Marcus, Elliot and Phoebe were hiding out in a windmill on the highway for a while. We can go ask the farmer who owns it to let us take a look around if you like. I can't think of anything I'd like more. What are we waiting for? Let's get going. Of course. Notify Marcus, who in turn introduced them to the farmer who owned the windmill. Once they had his blessing, they headed out into the East Celtic Highway. That's when they're hiding out in during their time here. Huh? That's odd. The windmill stopped. Yeah, maybe something's happened. We should let the farmer know about it. It seems to be a problem brought on by aging. You see that rust on the cog up there? They're stopping the blades from turning properly. I see. Is it difficult to fix? Not at all. All it needs doing is replacing the cog and it'll be as good as new. As it so happens, I have spares here just for times like this, so we don't even need to go anywhere to get them. Oh no. I just realised I took the step ladder that was here back to the farmhouse. I'm not going to be able to reach that cog without it. I'll have to go back home and get it. No, that won't be necessary. Reed and I could reach it if we work together, I think. Huh? Oh yeah, this is pretty high, alright. You think you can reach it? Pretty sure, yeah. Just, don't drop me. I think I can manage that. How to be young again. Here you go, here's the replacement cog. The blades will start turning once that's in. It's working! Sounds like the turbines are blowing with the wind again. That would have taken a lot longer if not for your help. Thank you kindly. Let me treat you to some freshly baked bread for the trouble. It's made with the rye that was ground right here in this mill. Are you sure? Thank you very much. That was delicious. Yet another one of the wind's blessings. Having the opportunity to see a windmill up close was a pleasure too. Thanks for showing me, Reed. I owe you one. Likewise. This windmill keeps reminding me of you, you know. Really? How so? A windmill stands tall and dignified, in tune with the wind. There's also the fact that they provide us for us in inconspicuous ways. Kinda like you guys. Guess I'm just realising how reliable you are all over again. Thanks, I'm flattered really. I do what I can to live up to that image. We can't rely on you all the time though. That's too much of a burden for one person. So let's do what we can, together. After returning observing the windmill for a while longer, they returned to town. Okay. Hi there, take a look at this razor. That's been fitted with another hour clock. You're waking up and looking sharp with this. So the Imperial Army is here to replace these provisional army troublemakers, huh? I don't seem like a rowdy bunch, which is fortunate. Maybe now I'll finally get some business done. And this tour is really a mystery to me. But today is the day, the time to figure out whether the stuff here worth buying or not. Let's see, a knife designed for mincing and an orbital corkscrew. I can't tell if we're getting money worth with these. Yeah. Alright troops, I heard about your little rescue mission. Can't believe you even chased off those provisional bamboos. Pure brilliant. If you need any food, I'm your man. I'll even throw in something extra special for you. Okay, how are we doing on the food? Not bad. It's been a while since I did business at the Grand Market on beat. Times like this make me want to brew up a nice cappuccino, sit back and relax. Speaking of, I can teach you the tricks of making a mean cappuccino if you like. Yay! Recipe! I have a recipe.
Okay, let's give this a try. Not what I had in mind. Okay, let's give this a try.
Oh well, at least I'll get that brown liquid.
Wow, people can actually eat this!
Okay.
Okay, let's give this a try.
One of the best ones to the worst one.
Not what I had. Okay, let's give this a try.
That was weird.
There we go. Okay, let's give this a try. Not what I had in mind.
I may have a way to get some more people try it. So by the first, we've got another big sale on today as well. And just in case you don't feel like these prices are enough of a steal, here you go, a bit of a goodwill on my part. Oh, okay. Hello Elliot, what are you doing? So I believe that Fiona's safe and sound. I shouldn't have to worry about her as long as she's with Dad either. Yeah, it's not guarantee she won't run into danger in the future, but next she does, she's a pretty safe place to be. I'm just glad everything worked out in the end. I wouldn't have not float you and Panama though, and the rest of the classmates of course. It won't be easy to repay you, but I'll be sure to help out as best I can. Come on, we've been through enough of that already. You don't need to worry about replaying it. Just take some time for rest now. Oh, I know, while I'm here, I might as well get to listen to that fiddle player. I'll probably won't get a better chance than right now, right? Let's join him. Bit of music. Oh, you're coming too? Sure, I might as well. That wide open area over there looks like it'd be make for a good listening spot, shall we? We shall. Not bad, wee man. Yeah, music like that is perfect for the grand market. Yeah, now I'm all dressed up to work twice as hard. Thank you, thank you. Please know that the hat is open to donations. Wow, he's good. That performance was something else. Yeah, even I could tell just how good it was. It seems to have lifted everyone's spirits here in the market too. You're right. It really is incredible how something so simple can put people's minds at ease. Music really does hold its own unique power, doesn't it? I have to agree with that. Concerts like this one, and even our own, really make me realise how amazing music can be. Yeah, I feel like that's sinking in for me all over again. There are things that music can do that music forces can't. Just like how there are things that we can do that no one else can. Rescuing Fiona is as good an example as any. Exactly. Whenever we're feeling down, we just have to remember that we got our own role to play in all of this. And we keep trying to find it while doing all we can to bring this conflict to an end. Yeah. So, that's Elliot done. So we got at least one quest. Honey fat time. It's a common misconception that bees make honey simply by gathering the nectar together from different flowers. But there's more to it than that. Once the nectar is gathered, the bees pass it around to one another while chewing it until it finally turns into honey. This unique process makes honey a product we humans can never make on our own. Ain't bees amazing? Okay. I spoke with the market manager and he agreed to let us use some of the stuff from the stores that closed down. I normally wouldn't have asked, but George said he needs materials for repairing the ship. When you're actually captain, you got to work with what you're given. It looks a bit much for her to carry on her own. Reminds me of the Cambridge we did for her in the first one. I could take half of that for you actually. I should want to take more than half. This is probably as heavy as you are. There's no way you can carry it all on your own. Well, if you're sure. Oh, since you volunteered, do you mind doing something else for me too? There's a bunch of unusable stuff here that I thought I'd take for myself, so if you wouldn't mind. You want me to drag this junk for you somewhere too? If you could just turn it into something useful, then sure. That's exactly what happened in the first one as well. We chiefly have to sort all of the usable items from the unusable items, and together the two of them carried anything worthwhile back to the ship. After that, they took the unusable stuff to the highway. There we go, already. This looks like a setup you see on a firing range. That's exactly what it is. This is a perfect opportunity for me to get some practice in. And you know what, let's say, there's no time like the present. Practice? What kind of practice? Yeah, just watch. What the hell? That's an all-wood gun, isn't it? It's a pretty big one at that. It doesn't look like your standard range for production though. That's because it's made out of CCF in Liberl apparently. It's different from your average all-wood gun in that it shoots art-based bullets. I guess the easiest way to understand is to think of it as an orbital staff, but like in the shape of a gun. First arc units, now this technology continues to impress. I had no idea CF was even producing stuff like this. Prince Oliver gave it to you, didn't he? Yep, right before he parted ways with us. It's a prototype, so normally only people involved in this development would be able to get their hands on one. The Prince must have had some connections within CF. Lucky us. I bet Elise would be surprised to hear about this. Well, it is a totally new invention. I thought I'd be okay with it because of my experience using regular orbital guns at the academy, but turns out I was wrong. So would you mind helping me out with my target practice range? Not at all. Can I ask what brought all this on though? You're already the best backup we could ask for. It seems odd for you to be taking up a weapon now. I was actually a bit perplexed myself when he handed this to me, but I think he realised that I've been worrying about my own lack of strength lately. You have? Sorry, I didn't even notice. Oh, it's okay. I've been tasked with looking after the courageous. I can't rely on everyone's protecting me forever. And this isn't just a minor clash we've been swept up in either. This is a full-on war in every sense of the word. If I can't look after myself, I'm just going to end up being a burden. That's the last thing I want. So can you see why I want to become strong enough to protect myself? This is really weighing you down, isn't it? It's not just that either. This kind of Azure specifically chose me to succeed him. He's trusted me to fulfill his shoes. To me, that makes it my duty to become capable of supporting everyone on the courageous. Well, that's more than enough to convince me. If you got your heart set on this, then sure, I'll gladly help you. Let's be stronger together, Terra, along with the rest of the courageous. Yeah. You shoot, girl. She may be small, but I don't know anyone else who works half as hard as she does. I'll have to do what I can for State 2. During her practice for a while, we literally walked her back to town. Yay, level 4. Yeah, the food's cooked, but it's not be there. Well, I'll be around the market. There's nobody else here. Oh, I heard about your work at Twin Dragons Bridge. The bridge landlady said it without much of a fright, which is surprising. The fact that I'm prone to location in the railway system means that losing it must have been a really big hit. Who knows, maybe this will serve as a big step towards bringing the Civil War to an end. Who knows? Oh Jesus. With the British army rooted, peace has finally returned to this town. It may only be temporarily, but for now, there's something worthy of celebration. He looks incredibly uncomfortable with it to be here, not like I can blame him. Hey Jesus, what do you say we walk around the market for a bit? Should be pretty fun since they're finally getting back together. What brought this on? Who cares? Come on, let's go. With that, redirect a look to Jesus to the Grand Market. This is the first time I've been to Celdic's Grand Market. Really? That's a surprise. I guess you never had a chance to come here during our field studies. Well, it may be part of the Crunch's province. I rarely visited Celdic itself. In fact, I hardly left the Brandier area before entering doors. Well, that's one of the more reasons to make the most of our time here, right? Can't shame it, it's not nearly as pleasant as it was last time we were here. Maybe I should head back to Greg just after. Alright lads, how's it keeping? Oh, it's Becky's dad. How are you, sir? It's been a while. I heard you did some real work at the Twin Dragons Bridge. We actually got some nice fresh apples in this morning, so here, fancy we try? No worries either, it's on me. Think of it as celebrating Celdic's freedom. What if you're offering thanks? How exactly just want to eat this? Just take a bite into it. This is fresh too, so it tastes better than the store-bought kind. Yeah, right, the juices enhance its flavour as well. Ah, good to hear, good to hear. And just to be sure, you're Duke Arabea's son, right? You know. No need to panic me, man. I've just heard rumours about you and your bro, that's all. They said the youngest brother's a bit unfriendly, but always kind to wee kids and the like. And then there's the older brother who's so skilled, he's one of the reasons the Noble Alliance has been doing so well in the war. That's certainly true. Well, I cannot deny that most of us out there around Mike aren't certainly fond of Duke Arabea. But at the same time, I'm no nearly silly enough to hold some grudge against you just because you're his son. Pretty sure the same applies to everyone else too. So relieved to hear you say that. Thanks so much. And no, brother, I'd hate to see him not have a good time here as it is. I don't know why that accent just came in then. I certainly wasn't expecting that. After everything that's happened here because of my father's influence, I thought I had to hang my head low, but who would have thought I'd be accepted so readily? It's not all that complicated, you know. In the end, your only tie to the Duke is through your blood, right? So just be yourself, Jesus. Be proud of who you are, like you usually are. I really haven't been myself recently, have I? Not if you're giving me pep talks like these. You're right, Rain. I should take this time to prepare for future outings rather than waste it worrying about over nothing. Good to hear. I see you smiling again, lad. Let's do this house first. Becky, hello. Perfect timing, Reen. Hi there, Becky. You're looking much better than the last time we saw you. Yeah, you got yourself to thank for that. You lot went absolutely mental over at the Twin Dragons Bridge, didn't you? Couldn't believe you didn't even tell me you'd be doing that beforehand. Sorry about that, but yes, it was the first chance we had to come to Celdic in a long time. What does this mean you're up for come with us? Damn right. I've got a bunch of stuff for the lads over the Grand Market. I'm ready to go. I will not take no for an answer too. I didn't think you would. More than glad to have you on board. Your landing crate is not too far from me, so I can use you to F1 late. No need for that, I'm heading in now. Time to brush up on the promotion skills while I've got a chance. That wee daft Hugo never know what hit him. Yeah. Nice to have her back in the high spirits. I can have a run down everything on the ship later. So yeah, Baker's now on the courageous. Oh, Emma. Planning on hitting the town, Emma? Hello, Reen. Something like that. I was going to take a little walk over to the Marine Nature Park. Oh, this one happened to do with what Selena and I sensed at the high elements last time we were there, would it? Yes, actually, she told me about it. I thought it might be a good idea to go take a look myself. It shouldn't be too much trouble for me. The monsters around there aren't exactly challenging. Yeah, we'll take along. As we do. I'm more than confident you'll be able to take care of yourself, but would you be opposed to some company? I'd like to see that Parker's doing now myself. By all means, I'll be happy to have your company. Well then, shall we? Together, Reen and Emma stepped onto the highway and walked to the park. Something certainly is out of balance here, and I can sense the presence of the high elements as well. Fortunately, their effect seems to be limited to within the park itself. You don't think that there could be a cryptid here like Longbury Castle, do you? Well, I don't sense one now. The high elements are only present in the park itself, so I think they're here as a result of the chaos in EREBONIA, particularly because this area is close to a spirit vein. but I cannot offer any guarantees that the surrounding area won't be affected in the future though. Emma? I'm sorry, I was wondering if I might better calm things down a little. I think I'll try at least. Please step away. O spirit fame, calm the chaos of this land by the guidance of my manor. Any luck? No, unfortunately not. As I feared, my pierce power simply wasn't enough to quell a disturbance of this magnitude. A sudden resistance wouldn't be happen any better. Well, at least you tried. Is something wrong? I was just thinking, I bet Vida would be able to do it. With the amount of power she has, she'd be able to handle something like this without even trying. Alright. I've always been following behind her, desperately trying to catch up. I've always admired the incredible talent she has as a witch. No inspiration isn't quite true yet. The truth is, I've always had an inferiority complex when it comes to her. I'm always comparing myself to her, always reminded of how lacking I am in comparison. I'm sorry you've ended up with a weak witch like me instead of a confident one like her. If only I was stronger. As I am, there's no way I'll ever be able to catch up to her. You keep saying always, Emma. No one's born with the ability to do everything perfectly from the start. Just like with my swordsmanship, there's always going to be someone who has more experience. So rather than beat yourself up for not matching up, you should take it one step at a time instead. One step at a time? Yeah, and we'll all be there doing the same thing with you. And gradually, bit by bit, we'll all become more experienced and skilled at what we do. It's not something we can do overnight, but one day, you'll be able to catch up with her. I suppose you're right. All we could do for now is focus on the tasks at hand and hope that will get us closer. I think I was just feeling a little impatient and frustrated. Don't mind me. I don't mind at all, really. We all get that way sometimes. Anyway, we've come all this way to the park. Want to walk around and relax some? That sounds lovely. Cecily enjoys some quality time relaxing and mowing the area around the nature bar before returning eventually to Celdic. How are we doing on the things? So I've still got a bonding event there. How could I still have 7 though? Lisa. And I'd get a little nostalgic baying back here, is it? I think back on all those reports we did and the whole mess with the Grand Market last time we were here. I bet none of us ever thought things would get this crazy back then. Oh well, no sense taking a stroll down memory lane when I could actually walk around and look at things here. Yeah. Mind, do I look around with you? Go right ahead. Where should we start? Recently decided to go back to see the parts of the town that had the biggest impact on them. Yeah. It's kind of surreal thinking of how this is where it all started. Getting dragged out here and handed a bunch of requests from the townsfolk sure was something. It said it was an interesting experience. Especially with its strict Sarah's refusal to help us at all. It all makes sense now that we know she's a former bracer. And thanks to those feels to this learned how to think and operate independently. Yeah, normal students wouldn't have gotten the same opportunity to learn things that way. The fact that we have become so much since then just goes to show what an effective method it was, right? Effective is right, and we can keep applying what she taught us even now. Celdic's Grand Maggot sure brings back memories too. This is where things really kicked off for us. Definitely, first there was a dispute between those merchants, and then we got caught up in that case with the bandits, I don't think I've ever questioned so many people in my life. It was so our teamwork what helped us follow through in the end. If we had been short by even one person, I don't think it would have gone as well as I did. Especially if you hadn't been there. You played a huge part in the whole thing. Way to replace the guy's ego. All that's left now is the highway. Granted, we can't really go too far out. How about we take out a ride on your bike? I want to see what's going on over near Trista too. Might as well, let's head back to Courageous then. We even got a sidecar, so I'll grab that while I'm there. Oh, you don't need to do that. Just go through all that hassle. I just ride in the back and keep things simple. Sure, we can do that. The Red Hammer still seems really well protected, perhaps more so now. Now they've lost the Twins Dragon Bridge, this area is probably more vital to the Alliance than ever. Yeah, it doesn't look like we're getting back to Trista anytime soon. Don't worry, our day will come. It might not be our intention, but we're playing a part in liberating Celdic. And we'll try and liberate Trista and the Academy the same way, I guess. That's right, we've got to think positive. We need to keep moving forward and believe that our path will take us out eventually. Return to Celdic, taking extra care not to be noticed by Noble Alliance forces along the way. So that's the station, nothing else station. It's either the chapel or the inn. Let's check the chapel first. There you are. There's one. Apparently they're going to hold a Sunday school class right here soon. Really soon? They did these in the chapel in Trista too, right? Oh man, they're so cool. What like anyway? Yep, wait, you never been to Sunday school? Nursery? Didn't feel like I missed out. Don't feel like I missed out on anything either. Even hearing about kids getting educated just made me think about Academy all over again. She doesn't feel like she missed out by not going to Sunday school, but she sounds kind of interested to me. If you're curious about Sunday school, why don't we watch one of the lessons together so you see what it's like? Are we really allowed to do that? The church is meant to be a place for everyone. I can't see them kicking us out. Assuming you can stay quiet and not cause trouble for anyone, that is. No problem. I'm the Queen of Quiet. Yeah, right. Not long afterwards, the children of Celdic began pouring in. It wasn't a long wait before class was in session. Alright, here we go. They all look even longer than you, Miriam. Well, I'm grown up after all. That's one massive stretch of definition of grown up you got there. In fact, you've probably been in the class of early teens if you went to Sunday school. Does anyone know the answer? What's up, Susie? You stuck on such an easy question? If you're so smart, why don't you tell us the answer? Well, I could, but I don't want to make you look bad. You tell us, Ran. I couldn't count that my way. Do you know the answer, Lulu? Meow. Alright, settle down. Perhaps a bit too difficult. I know. The answer's 273 Reg. That's correct, but who might you be? She looks older than us. Medium, what did I tell you? No, what's the problem? I'll normally be going to school my age anyway, right? Listen up, kids. I'm actually a student from none other than the amazing Thor's Military Academy. How about I take this class to teach you all as your substitute teacher? Excuse me? Now that sounds fun. Let's do it together. Meow. She's wild as ever, but I guess she's sort of helping out. With his sister observed, Miriam took the role as a teacher for the day. Reen was worried at first, but surprisingly she ended up doing a stellar job of helping Sister Elif out. Well, except for the power, she almost gave Reen a stroke when she tried to introduce her to Getlo. All in all, the kids had such a fun time with their lessons that Sister Oliver even thanked them afterwards. She's not going to change, is she? Feisty, friendly girl. That was so much fun. Sunday school doesn't seem so bad. Can we go again, can we? But you enjoyed it that much. You weren't half bad as a teacher too. You did almost ruin it by bringing getting them out at the end though. I promise I probably did so as well, because all the time I spent indoors. Everything you guys taught me ended up coming in handy. I kinda miss our classes there. So let's do what we can to end this war and get back to school. Yeah, we will. I mean, if you think about it, setting Celdic free was the first step towards that. So let's keep it at Millium. Roger. Okay. I thought it was about a whole bunch. Now I know why Jake and Susie hug so much. They're probably better rivals in the past life. And now they're destined to clash forever. That has to be it. They never argue so much. It won't. Gotta admit, this is getting good these days. The soldiers gets real good though, so she's still got a long way to go before she can avoid being pranked. You've probably seen her face when she noticed. I was scared watching her soldiers pass by, and then Jake apparently can't pass us up the opportunity to put dirt in my shoes. He really will take any chance he gets. Yeah, and this is where I have to be at 3. I've got 5 left. It's been quite some time since we were here last. But no matter how long I'm away, I don't think I'll ever be able to divorce this place from the memories of our field study. You can say that again. Man, we had no idea what we were in for back then, did we? We've really grown a lot. That we have. And we owe our transformation to the experiences we've shared and the people who've supported us along the way. We should be careful not to forgive the debt of gratitude we owe to each and every one. Can I join you for a while, Laura? By all means. Perhaps you'd like to order something as well. Glad, guess I'll have some tea too. Excuse me. Oh, hi there, what you be having? Oh, I don't know you'll be taking the orders as well. Actually, our waitress seemed to have disappeared. Oh, I sent her to run some errands. We're still kind of packed though, so I'm on the floor now. Really? That must be exhausting. Well, you get used to it after a while. Anyway, what can I get for you? Green, shall we? You read my mind. We have a proposal for you. Would you be willing to let us assist you until Louise returns? You sure? I hate to make you work when you should be relaxing instead. Like you said, it does look like you're kind of swamped at the moment. This is a good opportunity for us to pay you back for your hospitality during our field study too. Anything. If anything, I'm the one who owes you for your help. But if you're willing to give it a shot, who am I to say no? Come round back, I'll show you how to handle some of the more basic tasks. After their crash course in food service, we and Laura began helping out in the inn. Reem was on duty at the counter while Laura served as Louisa's stand-in until she returned. Well, could it be a surprise? Good one, guys. It'd be a nice way to repay Margaret. And on that note, be me, champ. Mind me a favour not getting plastered while I'm on duty. I need a coffee and cover over at table 3. Coming right up. What are you looking so adorable? I must admit this attire makes me feel rather self-conscious. I don't think I've ever seen you wear an apron before. You look cute though, it suits you. Please, no need for that. More importantly, we should probably get back to work. We did volunteer, didn't we? Got it. At some point while the two were working, a group of girls came rushing to school to cheer Laura on after catch wind of her waitressing exploits. And while this made her feel much more self-conscious, she still kept working diligently, a rosy tinge colouring her cheeks. Soon after, Louise had returned from her errands. That's actually kind of fun. Desperate, despite how hectic it was. It was nice of her to give us a dessert and tea afterwards too. Indeed, it was a rewarding experience. Walking around in here brought memories of our fields to the back to. Like our minor dispute here, do you remember? Yeah, I do. Do you like the path of the sword? I still think back to that question sometimes. I also of course myself asking such things to myself since then. A path that our blades will lead us down is uncertain, but we should both endeavour to improve ourselves regardless. Yeah, agreed. Okay. Celdic knows how to brew a damn good beer. I should have known I'd find you here. Still had to argue she hasn't earned it this time anyway. She seems preoccupied the whole way we were on at the Twin Dragons Bridge too. What's with the stare? Nothing much, just be careful you don't end up getting so smashed you end up getting left behind here, okay? Don't you worry, I'm an instructor. I'll never been caught that unawares. Besides, I've had years of practice. Or maybe I should haul a few barrels on beer on board when I need a little pick-me-up. Proposal denied. We're a student-run journeyship. We can't just haul whole kegs of booze on board. What a killjoy. Yeah, I suppose you should stay with her. It is a bit concerning that she's not quite there. Well, just in case, I think I'm going to stay with you for a little while. I'm afraid to say, I wouldn't put it past you to drink something at the table and somehow get left behind here. Oh, come on. At least, you could at least rummage up a little good faith in your instructor. Oh well, I can't say I mind having some company. Margaret, and look at your best lager for my... A tea would be fantastic, thanks. Yes, boy, that hits the spot. Beam me again, Margaret. Already, aren't you drinking us down kind of fast? No problem. One quick snooze to counter the booze is all I need. Don't worry, she's a relatively harmless drunk. She'll drink away, have some fun, pass out for a while and wake up in tip-top shape. That's why most people tend to let her drink as she pleases. Never seen her cause that much trouble while drunk actually. Cause we're all on board with our drinking then. Hey, where's that refill? Sorry, but we're all out. Say it ain't so. It's hard to get the steady supply nowadays thanks to the south state of the Grand Market. We all went out today as well since it's a special occasion, but I'm afraid yours was the last one. You might as well be here to get your hands on some of you head over to the Grand Market though. Oh baby, fortune's on my side after all. I mean, I've got a little job for you. Join me in my quest to acquire booze. Allow me to respectfully decline. You're really gonna get me drunk to carry stuff on our own. Pretty pleased for the cherry on top. Here past East Margaret, we'll be right back. Maybe I shouldn't have said anything. Oh well, buy a barrel or two and I'll pay for it later. Right, Roger. Wait, you really doing this? Despite his objections, he is dragged along to the Grand Market against his will. After finding buying some barrels of Celdic's special brew, the poor boy was then forced, asked politely, to carry them all the way back. Are you filled with concrete or something? Come on, man up already. We've got to hurry on and get back to drinking. Sorry, I need a minute to catch my breath. Your love for alcohol never ceases to amaze. Master Khufu and Dad are the same way, but they're older. I don't think alcoholism is as common as people as young as you. Yeah, you really know how to flatten a lady, mister. I'm kind of surprised I came to like you this much as myself, actually. I never get this way because I was copying someone else at first. Oh, would you mind if I asked you who you were copying? A certain gentleman to whom I owe a fair amount. He's the type of person who fit right into an empty bar, swirling his warband oh so tenderly. I couldn't help but look up to that image, which is how it all started. Well, it's probably isn't a conversation to be having with one of my students, huh? Just don't all try and forget I said anything. It's nothing that important anyway. Well, it's not often I get to hear you talk about these things. I have to ask though, is this where your fondness for a classy gentleman originated from? Who knows? I'll let you figure that one out. More importantly, now get back to carrying. I can feel my sobering up here. On it, fair maiden. After carrying the barrels back, Rena is forced to witness yet another intense drinking session. She loves alcohol. Oh, there you are. The heroes who conquered the twin dragons bridge themselves. Thanks, but heroes might be overdoing it. I'm just teasing. Give yourself some credit though. It's thanks to you that the fictional arm is gone. We really owe you one. It's not much, but here, this one's on the house. Thanks, man. This looks delicious. I'm really not to accept it after all the time she took to make it. Yeah. Let's rest. Okay. Over here, they've got to be upstairs. V. Should have guessed she'd be asleep. Odd place than that, V. Now I think about it, this was about where those jaggers showed up last time. Maybe the worry about that might show up again, tired her out. I hope he doesn't catch a cold sleeping here. I don't leave her here, but I don't want to wake up either. Maybe I can carry her to bed without waking her up. Here we go. I'm surprised at how light she is. I hope she's eating well enough. I mean, it might be in the middle of war, but someone her age still needs to eat and sleep well. She's still growing. She's not like she's ever had an issue with sleep. She's actually pre-wheeled pretty well for how young she is. It's like her muscles developed specifically for the purpose of being useful on the battlefield. Just holding her like this tells me a lot about the life she's led up until now. Really? Sorry, did I wake you? Yeah, it's fine. What are you doing though? You were napping in the hallway, so I figured it best that you sleep on a natural bed. So you were taking me to bed then? Let's not say things that could wind up labelling me as a criminal. Yeah, what's up? Nothing much. I had a dream about what happened 10 years ago, back when the boss first took me into Sephra. Oh, I see. Might have been because you were carrying me. Wish I could see him again. I know, V. Looks like she was only half awake. She starts seeing Sephra's leader with me though. I should have essentially become Faye's new family at this point, but even then, we can't replace Sephra for you know. Guess there's no need to bring it up. She'll probably have forgotten all about this when she wakes up. There we go. I'll come wake you when it's time for us to all meet up. Okay. So I've got 2 points left to use. Nobody in here. Mobile factory maybe? Don't think I've been in there yet. That's one. Thanks to the creators, we've landed our first big deal in a while and we're happy to resupply it. Great news, right? It's not as if you're a young man, but it's not really into the year of poverty of a big deal like this. He's going to have to learn a little bit of flexibility one of these days, and we're really getting trouble. Upgrades, upgrades, and more upgrades. I think I'm done. Just reload up. Okay. Oh, damn it. Okay, detection. Well, and the other one is the okay. Okay, Machias. My orbital gun shotguns needed some maintenance, so I finally decided to bite the bullet and I just want to take a look at it. I've been saying right here until I get it back, but once I do, I want to go and thank some people. After everything that Hasbro did for us by letting us hide out here, I want them to let him to know that kindness wasn't taken for granted. He's right, we really owe him. Maybe I should join him. Do you mind if I join you? These people did so much for us that I think they really deserve our thanks. Happy to have the company. I waited for the maintenance to be finished, then hit the town to start thanking people. Hey Marcus, and to your friend too. Thanks for feeding Lucia the other day. Hey, it's fine, I used to do the same for cats that live around my home. That aside, I hope you're still not bullying Susie, Jake. Maybe I am, maybe I'm not. Who cares about that though? Completely with a Spectre. Spectre? How many times do I need to tell you that you have to respect your elders? Despite the teasing, he seems to be getting along very well with them. Honestly, you kids don't know how it was when you never came back from the Twin Dragons Bridge. Thank goodness you're unharmed. Sorry, we really shouldn't have gotten in contact with you sooner. We still can't thank you enough for providing us with the food and drinks while we're here. We'll be sure to pay you back in full one day. Don't you worry about that, you just focus on what you need to do now. I'm sure things will only be tougher for you here on out, after all. What, you wanted to thank me? Hey, no need for that. If you really wanted to though, buy a newspaper or 10. I'll get back to you on that. He never stops trying to win a sale, does he? There's no need for you to thank us. The fact that we're the ones who should be thanking you for everything you've done. No, not at all. Class 7 may never have reunited and not for the help of everyone here. Oh, we hardly did anything of note. Your old students are my good friend and Fandu too, so it's only natural. I look forward to seeing how many of you grow by the time this war comes to an end. Thank you, sir. We won't let you down. That should be everyone, I think. I have to admit, I wasn't expecting them all to cheer me on like that. That just goes to show how meaningful the time you spent here was. I seem pretty happy about being free from the Liberl Alliance too. It's a bit too early to be celebrating. They could come back at any moment. Still going around and talking to the townsfolk help me see that Celdic's free for now. I think I'm starting to see the power we have to help change things here in EREBONIA for the better. Yeah, definitely. This is only the start though. It's up to us to set the heights we achieve. And I won't forget it. Last one. Oh, you're in a school uniform. What's the occasion? I wanted to come along and give my regards to the market manager, so I'm using this as my secret disguise. Putting this on reminds me back when we first met at Australia. Same here, it really suits you. Oh, just seen it. I can't help but wonder if Alicia is alright. I have a question, Reed. Oh, what's on your mind? Oh, on second thought, never mind. Yeah, ask her. If there's something in your mind, you can tell me, Your Highness, it's okay. I'll do whatever I can to help. Really? Well, to tell the truth, I never had the chance to really get a good look up close at Celdic's Grand Market. I thought I'd take the chance to do it, but is that what it is? She's a Queen of Arms, so I guess she could get away with it. No problem. I'd be glad to guide you around then. You would? Oh, it would be fine for me to climb to such a gentlemanly offer. What's she up to? Once she finished her business, we and Princess Alpha made their way to the Grand Market together. So this is the fabled Grand Market. It's so lively. I imagine it must have been lively before the war, but it's still rather impressive if I say so myself. I think that's all because of the merchants here. They work really hard to keep things going. I can certainly believe that. Merchants are known for being nothing if not passionate. Hey mate, there's a delightful smell coming from that stall. Let's go take a look. Looks like she's having fun. Don't think she had any chances to relax for a while. So I'll have to make sure she gets the most out of her time here. Everything here is so delicious. I even had the pleasure of seeing that excellent worksmanship of Brea Hart's craftsman. It's just a shame I couldn't try out the much renowned Celdic beer too. Yeah, you've got a couple of years to go before you can start thinking about that. I was joking, of course. I did notice the lack of merchandise from Western EREBONIA, however. I suppose that's to be expected with the rail restrictions. Still, it's a bit of a shame. Yeah, probably stay that way until the war comes to an end too. I'm actually surprised you noticed. Well, I'm a member of the Imperial family. Oh, really? Let's check over there too. When is this damn war gonna end? Sure, the provincial army's gone, but we're gonna be struggling to make ends meet so long as this fighting continues. You gotta wonder what the Imperial family's doing at a time like this. I haven't even heard word about Prince Celdic, let alone Prince Oliver, ever since this all started. Oh. Word has it that His Majesty's safety is tucked away in Hemel at least. Don't the nobles have control over Hemel though? So much for I guess that doesn't mean much if you can't have any influence in a situation like this. Sorry, Your Highness. Well there, you more to take those words back. Apparently since Princess Alice behind the Crimson Winds, that chased the provincial army from the Twin Dragons Bridge. Huh? For real? The Imperial family's probably doing what they can. Just because you don't hear about it doesn't mean it isn't happening. That's why we've got to believe in them and make sure the Grand Market's ready for when everything's back to normal. Well, I'm fine so long as the war ends, really. Right, I've got to head back. Catch you later. Are you alright, Your Highness? Yes, thank you. It's no surprise that there are people who ain't happy with us right now. The fact that our efforts at the Twin Dragons Bridge alone were recognised is more than enough for me. That's very kind of you to say. I'm certain that what we're doing right now isn't in vain. That's right, what we need to keep doing what we can. I don't want to let Father or Celdic down, and Oliver is expecting so much from us that I'd hate to disappoint him. Exactly. Just don't forget that you're not alone in this. Thank you. Hey, are you one of those kids from that military academy? Holy cow, are you Princess Elfin? Oh crap, this isn't good. Why is flattering you mistake me for Her Highness? I'm afraid you're the wrong person. Isn't that so mean? Yeah, that's right. She's actually my little sister, you see. Didn't know you had one. Gotta say, you look really... you don't really look all that alike. Well, we are related by blood. Of course, there are some benefits to that. We can get married for one. You what? Your Highness. Oh, but he's just so frigid. Did you know he only visits me at school once in a blue moon? Have you ever known a brother to this cruel? I guess that's good that they get along so well. Yeah, we sure do. I knew it. Looks like we've managed to avoid outing you there. You definitely overdid it though. Oh, not at all. I was simply speaking from the heart. At least it's heart. Do try to visit her more often. This isn't all over. I do what I can. With a trip to mark over the mighty frustration, Reen escorted the princess back to Courageous. Okay. Got the cappuccino recipe. just checking I've got all the books before we go anywhere. Gavin Jack. 8, 9, and that's yeah. I've recruited Becky. So yeah, we are done. So I know it was a long episode, guys, but that's the bonding effect done. The stopover bonding day has now been completed. So hope you enjoyed the bit of lore from that. If you did, hit a like, drop any comments down below, and I'll see you in the next one. Laters.